What's up, everybody? I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw. Yeah, and I hope you're ready because we're doing another She-Hulk. We're about to jump back into the world of weird. Yeah, Weeze has a body of She-Hulk and some of the strength. She-Hulk has a little bit of it, but it's basically a 10-90 split. And they have to make her feel something so they can switch back. Is she gonna switch back? Is she gonna give off that 7-foot tall femme fatale body for her own? We'll find out right now. Because the newspapers are asking, who is the new She-Hulk? Who is this woman? And what she's doing in town? And of course, She-Hulk is kicking in her little form. Like I said, she has a certain amount of strength and endurance, but yet she doesn't. And they're kicking with the alien, trying to figure out what they're going to do. And that's why the Wingfoot right there. He was a pseudo member of the Fantastic Four. If you watch my show, he actually came in a few episodes around the Black Panther saga and a few after that. He was a roommate of Johnny Storm. Anyways, when the She-Hulk was trying to get in telepathic command back in the day, she ended up switching bodies with her. And they were trying to get a few people out of prison from this extinct race, supposedly by the Phoenix. So they're figuring out what to do as the new She-Hulk starts fixing the road, starts doing this and that. Wheezy is so happy she has this power. And plus, she was an older superhero, so it gives her like kind of a new start. That's kind of why she's doing it. She doesn't want to let it go. Even back then, she was more of a martial artist. She didn't have was a superpower behemoth. And of course, something gets robbed. So she outruns the cops, and she decides to step in. Like I said, she had superhero experience before. And of course, this security truck, she tells them to surrender. They do not want to surrender. Why would they? They don't know she's the real She-Hulk. But yeah, they fire a hell of bullets at her, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. She tears the roof off, literally. The car stops, screeches, and boom. She just whooped their asses. So, this is actually her new life, because she was a superhero before. So, it's kind of nice to have the powers and not all the fighting skills. But she has the fighting skills and the powers. She takes these guys out quick. The NYPD steps in. And let me give you a little background on this. This is She-Hulk's father. This is the man that's literally She-Hulk's father. That's why there's a picture of Jen and She-Hulk. You never expect this to happen. And that lady there is Wheezy back in her day. And now he's trying to figure out what to do. Because he actually does love her, but he doesn't know how to say it. So he chugged a few beers. He's trying to figure out where he's going to go from here. He gave her a call, found out she was on a show, and he had to come on. Anyways, Reed is trying to figure out what to do. He said there's basically nothing he could do because of the way the switch was, and the way the telepathic bond is. They have to figure out a way through high stress or through something else. Because when they were both stressed out and they both started to find out, or the situation wasn't working out for them, they both switched over. So it needs some kind of trauma. It needs something to switch them back. It needs a strong emotional response. That's why She-Hulk hasn't been able to get it yet. Because she hasn't tried that, because it's her friend. She doesn't spare her that. But Wyatt thinks, on the other hand, maybe he should. Maybe he shouldn't. Wyatt is actually pretty smart. Wyatt actually knows what's going on. He's trying to help her, but she's very stubborn. And of course, they hear the word She-Hulk. And it's Titania. She was sometimes girlfriend of the Zorby Man, if you know her from the Hulk episodes. And she's literally here for She-Hulk. She-Hulk has some strength, but not really. She actually bitch slaps Wyatt Wingfoot. Yeah, and she grabs onto her and she literally throws her into him. And Titania is actually having her way right now. She-Hulk actually calls her a Marvel ripoff. And like I said, before Deadpool, there was She-Hulk. Anyway, She-Hulk is being dragged around. She's being thrown out the window. She's literally having the crap kicked out of her. They took her sack lunch, ate it, and then make her recycle the paper bag. That's how bad it is for her right now. So she does not know what to do. There's no switching coming up, and Titanium's just slapping her, humiliating her, and basically having a good time and just making her a wuss. Yeah, she's literally taking her back to the streets, beating the hell out of her. Jensen needs a new strategy right here and now. She needs to figure out something right here and now, because she is not going to win. I mean, she literally put her foot on her head, and not in a happy way either. This is some straight up, I will break your neck stuff. And Jen does not know what to do except assault her. And you can't blame Jen at this moment. You cannot blame Jennifer at this moment, but public opinion has been turning. And the new She-Hulk is on the show, but Jennifer's father shows up. And he says that he loves her. They have been dating for a long time on and off. They had a few space adventures that kept them separate, but he does love her. He goes and declares his love to her, says he wants to be with her, and I think he even popped the question. Now, this is a different kind of stress than Doom had, but it is stress nonetheless. I want you to pay attention to that. Will she do it? Will she not? And then all of a sudden, She-Hulk pops up. Like I said, it had to be a certain amount of stress. It didn't have to be trauma, but it had to be something to switch them over, where she wanted to be the woman that he wanted to marry. Not the powerful She-Hulk, but the woman that he fell in love with. So She-Hulk gets her body back. She beats the hell out of her. I gotta give credit to the artist. Anyways, that's neither here or there. Let me wash my hands of that. Beats the hell out of her. Body just switched back. She-Hulk is fine. Wyatt's kicking it. He has a lump on his head, probably from her when she quit before she switched back. Everything's good. She ends up forgiving Wheezy, and She-Hulk is back to her beautiful self, and Wheezy is too. And I'll catch you on the flip side if you want to find out what happens to them and my readers to you. Laters.